Hello everyone, welcome to Homeschool Autism Life. My name is Jamie and today's video is a plan with me doing the mini unit of Underground to Canada. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you find some interesting ideas and things that you would like to do with your kids as well. So the first thing that I do when I plan a unit is specifically for the mini units, I usually pick them for months that I know are crazy busy, and we just do that unit. Mainly because especially for April, for us, we have 2 family birthdays plus Easter, and my head will explode if I don't have a smaller amount of things to do. I'm also in the process of really restarting and rejuvenating my son's special needs therapy stuff, and I knew that April was going to be a very, very busy time for me. So we picked Underground to Canada to do, and the first thing that I do is I make a banner that hangs over our homeschool table, and these are all pictures that I just found on Google. I just check the resolution of them. If they print nice and big, then I am perfectly able to do that, and then I just hang it up here over the table. So that's number one. That I find it sets a mood. It's something new for the kids to look at and enjoy. A second thing that I do, and I can't do this for everyone, but I could for this one, is I go on Owl and Mouse, and I will leave a link down below where you can print off interactive or do interactive map work, but you can also print off these maps in any size. So I'm very thankful that I sadly do not have an entire wall, but I do have this easel thing. And so because we're doing Underground to Canada, we've got most of the United States, and then I need to draw Canada because the printing that I did from Canada wasn't the same size, and so they didn't fit together. So I'm adapting to that by changing it a little bit myself. But even the pictures, again, I found on Google, and I downloaded them and printed them and was able to get them just for a little bit of decoration. There you go. The next thing that I do is I figure out what read aloud I am going to do. So my daughter, my eldest daughter, she already read this book when we did North America unit. So despite the fact that she's already read it, I figured it would be, oh, would you like some water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cold.
Okay.
So
Mountain icy cold? Okay. Just give me a minute, okay? So this Harriet Tubman book I wanted to read for the benefit of my youngest daughter, and it's really good for my other daughter to also hear it again. And I just thought that this would be a really good read aloud for us to do while we do this unit. For my eldest daughter, this is going to be her assigned book. It's called Steal Away Home, and I want her to be able to read this one. It's about a 12-year-old Dana Shannon who starts to strip away wallpaper in her family's old house, and she's shocked by the surprise that awaits her. And so it's just more the past meets present, and so it's just a lovely thing when she finds a diary from a slave who's running to Canada. So I thought that this was a lovely idea for my daughter. And then for my Ceana, again, she has been struggling with reading. I'll leave her eye therapy story down below, but she prefers things that are graphic novels. That's the word I'm looking for. And I didn't have a lot. She had already read this one when we did the North America unit, and so I didn't necessarily want her to read the same book because that would be frustrating. But this is a magazine, a Canadian history magazine for kids called Kayak, and there's lots of little articles and stuff like that that I thought she might appreciate reading. And there is a graphic novel in the back as well. I was just able to print this off and then bind it myself, and so I just wanted her to have something that was a little bit different. I usually like to challenge her with more, I don't know, they're not as many graphic novels as she would like, and so I thought that this might be a good way to compromise in the middle somewhere. So as far as other books I have out, I have this Sweet Clara and the Freedom Quilt. One of the activities that I'm planning on doing with my kids is doing either a painting of a Freedom quilt or maybe gluing fabric. I don't know if I'll do sewing, just because that might take a lot of time and energy for them and they'll give up halfway through. But I thought that this one, you know, building a Freedom quilt one day might be on the table, but not while they're this young. But I thought that it would be very interesting, and I've got I will try and leave a link down below, but there's actually a lot of different squares and what they mean, and I actually found that, and so that will be incorporated. But on that day, I'll probably read this book to the girls. No Mirrors in My Nana's House. So this one isn't specifically related to the Underground Railroad and slavery and stuff, but it's got a great, yeah, my brain just went blank. It's got a great message about self-esteem and how we look at each other and look at ourselves. And it's just, I love that they're a black family, and they have a CD included and stuff like that. So that's something else that we will do. And then we read this one as a read aloud during the North America unit, and we also have this one. So this one, if we have lots of time, I might end up reading this one as well. But we really want to immerse ourselves in that sort of thing, or that thing. You could tell I'm tired. I really want to immerse my children in that time, understand the sin nature that kept people enslaving other people and treating them as if they weren't human, and just the ideas behind it, and really not cleaning it up or window dressing it to make it anything but what it was, and just talk about how some of the similarities that happen even in today's world. So other things that I wanted to do was in the Underground to Canada, they have in the pre-reader and early elementary, they have like I cannot find my words today. They have a dot-to-dot coloring page, or yeah, you know what I mean, color or paint by number. That's the word. In one of the chapters that they have a paint by number, we will probably take that idea and do a proper watercolor with it. I want to do a Freedom quilt, like I said, either painting it with a watercolor or grabbing some random fabrics and making our own. I'm not sure which yet. And then there's a bunch of different short little videos that I went through on YouTube and found. But one of the big ones was Harriet Tubman. They call her Moses. And then another movie for my American friends on Prime, Amazon Prime down in the States. They have an Adventure to Odyssey movie, Race to Freedom, which I'm going to try and find here in Canada. Carry Me Home was another movie. Hidden Figures, just to reiterate that, you know, sometimes those ideas of racism have persisted and what that looked like, and just so that they can be aware and stand up against it when they see it with their friends or whatever. And then the Torchlighter also has a series where they talk about Harriet Tubman. But I really just wanted to talk to the kids about this time in history. We will probably also do the diorama where the girls were thinking that they would build it with Lego, which I am super happy for them to do. And so I'm really looking forward to a shorter school day, shorter pace. We will probably also do 1 or 2 IEW. We've gone through half of the structure and style, and so we'll probably pick a couple of either articles or something like that, and for them to write an IEW or 2 about either pictures or articles, and they can write their papers on that. So that's what I have planned for the month of April. I hope that you found this interesting and helpful in any small way. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Talk to you next time. Bye.